Hello viewers, in this video solve the questions from Check Your Progress 1 of the student support material of chapter 5 sequences and series. The long answer type question. The 11th question. Insert n arithmetic means. This is insert. Insert n arithmetic means between 1 and 31 such that the ratio of 7th mean and the n minus 1th mean is 5:9. Find the value of n and the resulting arithmetic progression. So here we have to insert n arithmetic means between 1 and 31 such that the ratio of 7th mean and n minus 1th mean is 5:9, and then we have to find the value of n and the arithmetic progression. So let us consider the arithmetic mean. It is given by a1 plus a2 upon 2. So let us consider, let the arithmetic progression be 1, then a1, a2 up to etc. an, then 31. So these are the n arithmetic means that have to be inserted between 1 and 31. So here we have a1 is equal to the first term, which is 1. Then this first arithmetic mean a1, it is given by 1 plus d. The next arithmetic mean is given by 1 plus 2d up to etc. The nth arithmetic mean is given by 1 plus nd. We need a7 also. So a7, it is equal to 1 plus 7d. And we know how to find the common difference when the first term and the last term are given. So we know d is equal to last term minus first term upon n plus 1. So it is equal to 31 minus 1 upon n plus 1. So this is 30 by n plus 1. Now it is given a7 is to an minus 1 is equal to 5:9. This is what is given in the question. So this means 1 plus 7d upon 1 plus n minus 1 into d. This is equal to 5/9. So a7 is 1 plus 7d and an minus 1 is 1 plus n minus 1 into d. This is given as 5/9. We have d here. D is 30 by n plus 1. So substituting d here, we can find n. So we have 9 plus 63d is equal to 5 plus 5d into n minus 1. So from here we get 4 is equal to d into 5n minus 68. Now here we have got d as 30 by n plus 1. Let us mark this as 1. So if we substitute here, 4 is equal to 30 by n plus 1 into 5n minus 68. This is from 1. So let us simplify and we can find n very easily now. So 2n plus 2 is equal to 75n minus 1020. So we get 73n. It is equal to 1022. Therefore, n is equal to 1022 upon 73, which is 14. So we need to find the value of n, and we got the value of n as 14. So from here we can find d. From 1, d is equal to 30 by 14 plus 1. So it is 30 by 15, which is 2. So the required arithmetic progression is 1, 5, 7, 9 up to etc. 31. So we are asked to find n and the required arithmetic progression. The next question, find the sum of the following series. A, 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus up to etc. till 100 terms. So here the first term is 4, then we can find the common difference as the difference between the first term and any term and the preceding term, and the number of terms is 100. So using this information we can find the sum. So here A is equal to 4, D is equal to 3 and N is equal to 100. So using the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We can find this is equal to 100 by 2 into 4 plus 100 minus 1 into 3. So this is equal to 50 into 8 plus 99 into 3, or it is 50 into 305. So this is equal to 15,250. So the sum of the following series 4 plus 1 plus up to etc. 100 terms is 15,250. Then we have 1 plus 4 by 3 plus 5 by 3 plus 2 plus up to etc. till 19 terms. So here A is equal to 1, N is equal to 19, D is equal to 4 by 3 minus 1. So it is 4 minus 3 by 3, which is 1 by 3. So D is 1 by 3. So Sn is equal to A plus, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So it is equal to 19 by 2 into 2 into 1 plus 19 minus 1 into d is 1 by 3. So it is equal to 19 by 2 into 2 plus 18 by 3. So this is 19 by 2 into 2 plus 6 is 8. So it is 76. So Sn is equal to 76. The next question, 0.5 plus 0.51 plus 0.52 plus up to etc. 1000 terms. So here A is equal to 0.5, N is equal to 1000, D is equal to 0.51 minus 0.5, so it is 0.01. So here D is 0.01. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is equal to 500 into 1 plus 999 into 0.01, it is 9.99. So 500 into 10.99, it is 5495. So this is Sn. The next question, if the sum of terms in an AP is 72, find the number of terms given that the first term of the sequence is 17 and common difference is -2. So here the sum of the terms is given as 72, first term is 17 and common difference is -2. We need to find n. So using Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. When we substitute each of these, we can find n. So 72 is equal to n by 2 into 2 into 17 plus n minus 1 into -2. So here we have 72 is equal to, here 2 is common, we can cancel out, 2 17n minus n square plus n, or we have n square minus 18n plus 72 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in n. So we get n minus 6 into n minus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore, n is equal to 6 or n is equal to 12. So these are the two options for n. N can be either 6 or n can be 12. Next question, if the sum of first p terms of an AP is equal to the sum of first q terms, then prove that the sum of first p plus q terms is 0. So if we consider the first term as a and the common difference as d, Sp is equal to p by 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d. Sq is equal to q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. So here it is given Sp is equal to Sq. So it means p by 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d. This is equal to q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. So let us try to simplify this. So from this we get 2ap minus 2aq, then plus p square minus p into d minus q square minus q into d. This is equal to 0. Or we have 2a into p minus q plus, if we take these two, we have p square minus q square, then minus this p minus q into d. This is equal to 0. So here we can see that this we can write it as p plus q into p minus q. So p minus q is common in this whole equation. So that can be taken outside. So p minus q into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d. This is equal to 0. Or we get 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d equal to 0. Let us mark this as equation 1 and keep it here. Now we have to prove that the sum of first p plus q terms is 0. So the sum of p plus q terms is given by p plus q is equal to p plus q by 2 into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d. Now here we just now got 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d as 0. It means this is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0 from 1. Next question. Find the first negative term in the given AP. So here this is the arithmetic progression which is given 90, 91 by 5, 81 by 87 by 5 up to etc. You need to find the first negative term. So here first let us find the common difference. So the common difference is 91 by 5 minus 19. So it is 91 minus 95 by 5. So it is minus 4 by 5. So here d is minus 4 by 5. Now we need to find the first negative term in this AP. It means we need to find AN, the first AN which is less than 0. So AN is equal to, given by A plus N minus 1 into D, this is less than 0. We have to find the value of N for which AN is less than 0, and then we can find AN accordingly. So this implies 19 plus N minus 1 into minus 4 by 5 less than 0. Or here we have 95 minus 4n plus 4 less than 0. Or we have 99 less than 4n, which means n greater than 99 by 4. Now 99 by 4, it is 24.75. So this means n is greater than 24.75. So the value of n, which is the first natural number which is greater than 24.75, is 25. So this means n is equal to 25. So the first negative term is A25. Therefore A25 is equal to 19 plus 24 into minus 4 by 5. So it is equal to 95 minus 96 by 5. It is minus 1 by 5. Therefore the first negative term is minus 1 by 5. So this is the first negative term in this arithmetic progression. Next question, if pth, qth and rth terms of an AP are A, B and C respectively, then prove that A minus B into R plus B minus C into P plus C minus A into Q, this is equal to 0. So we know that the nth term, it is given by AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So let us take, let first term be A1. So AP is equal to A1 plus P minus 1 into D. This is given as equal to A. And AQ is equal to A1 plus Q minus 1 into D. This is given as B. And AR is equal to A1 plus R minus 1 into D. And this is given as C. Now let us take the left hand side of this equation. So the left hand side is A minus B into R plus B minus C into P plus C minus A into Q. So this is equal to, so in place of A, let us substitute this, and in place of B, this. So it is equal to A1 plus P minus 1 into D minus A1 minus Q minus 1 into D into R plus, then B minus C. In place of B, let us substitute this, and in place of C, let us substitute this, plus A1 plus Q minus 1 into D minus A1 minus R minus 1 into D into P, then plus A1 plus R minus 1 into D minus A1 minus P minus 1 into D into Q. So in place of A, B and C, we have substituted these expressions. So A1 will go, here minus D plus D will go, again here A1 minus D plus D Here A1 and minus D plus D will go. So this is equal to PR into D minus QR into D plus PQ into D minus PR into D, then plus QR into D minus PQ into D. So PR into D minus PR into D will go, minus QRD plus QRD plus PQD minus PQD. All these will cancel out and we get this is equal to 0. So here it is given pth, qth and rth terms are A, B and C. We have to prove that this expression is equal to 0. So using the formula An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, we have taken the first term as A1. So AP will be A1 plus P minus 1 into D and this is given as A. AQ is A1 plus Q minus 1 into D and this is given as B. AR is A1 plus R minus 1 into D and this is given as C. If we take the left hand side and when we simplify, we get it is equal to 0. Next question, find the middle terms in the arithmetic progression 5, 8, 11, 14, etc. whose last term is 95. So here the first term is 5, last term is 95 and the common difference is 3. 8 minus 5 which is 3. So using An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. The last term is 95. We need to find n. So 95 is equal to 5 plus n minus 1 into 3, or 90 is equal to n minus 1 into 3. So from this we get n is equal to 31. So since n is an odd number, the middle term will be A16. Therefore, middle term equal to A16, or it is equal to 5 plus 15 into 3. This is equal to 50. So the middle term of this arithmetic progression is 50. Next question. In an AP, if pth term is 1 by q and qth term is 1 by p, prove that sum of first pq terms is half of pq plus 1, where p not equal to q. So here it is given AP is equal to A plus P minus 1 into D, where A is the first term and D is the common difference. This is equal to 1 by Q. And AQ is equal to A plus Q minus 1 into D. And this is equal to 1 by P. So we can solve 1 and 2 and find A and D. So 1 minus 2 implies P minus Q into D is equal to 1 by Q minus 1 by P, or this is equal to P minus Q by PQ. So from this we get D is equal to 1 by PQ. Then from 1 we can find A. From 1, A plus P minus 1 upon PQ is equal to 1 by Q. So we get A is equal to 1 by Q minus P minus 1 upon PQ, or it is equal to P minus P plus 1 upon PQ. It is equal to 1 by PQ. So A is also equal to 1 by PQ and D is also equal to 1 by PQ. Now the sum of the first PQ terms is SPQ is equal to PQ by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So here A is 1 by PQ. 2 into 1 by PQ plus PQ minus 1 into 1 by PQ. So this PQ and this PQ will go. So this is equal to half of 2 plus PQ minus 1. So it is equal to PQ plus 1 by 2. So the sum of the first PQ terms is half of PQ plus 1. So here it is given the pth term is 1 by Q and the qth term is 1 by P. So using these two, we have solved for A and D. We got D as 1 by PQ and A is also equal to 1 by PQ. A plus P minus 1 by PQ. So using this, we get D as 1 by PQ and A as 1 by PQ. So using the formula for Sn, we get SPQ is equal to PQ plus 1 by 2. The next question, the sum of n terms of two APs are in the ratio 5n plus 4 is to 9n plus 6. Find the ratio of the 18th terms. So here the sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions are given in the ratio. You have to find the ratio of the 18th terms. So let the first terms be A and B and common difference be D1 and D2 for first and second AP respectively. So for the first arithmetic progression, the first term is A and the common difference is D1. For the second arithmetic progression, the first term is B and the common difference is D2. So here it is given S1 by S2 is 5n plus 4 upon 9n plus 6, or we have n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D1 upon n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D2. This is equal to 5n plus 4 upon 9n plus 6. So from this we get a plus n minus 1 by 2 into D1 upon B, this is B. B plus n minus 1 by 2 into D2. This is equal to 5n plus 4 by 9n plus 6. Now the ratio of the 18th terms. So ratio of 18th terms, it is given by A plus 17 D1 upon B plus 17 D2. So here to get the required ratio, if we put n minus 1 by 2 as 17 here, then we will get the required ratio. So put n minus 1 by 2 equal to 17 implies n is equal to 35 in 1. So if we put n as 35, we will get A plus 17 D1 by B plus 17 D2, and here if we put n as 35, we will get the ratio. Therefore A plus 17 D1 upon B plus 17 D2, it is equal to 5 into 35 plus 4 upon 9 into 35 plus 6, or this is equal to 179 upon 321. So this is the required ratio. Last question. On a certain day in a hospital during COVID crisis, the patients in the OPD were 1,000. Due to efforts of the doctors and healthcare warriors and precautions taken by general public, numbers declined by 50 per day. As per the decline in the number of patients, do you think that there would be a day with no patients in the OPD? If yes, which day would it be from the day when there were 1,000 patients? So here it is given the number of patients in the OPD were 1,000 on a certain day, and because of the efforts of doctors, the numbers declined by doctors, healthcare warriors, precaution taken by general public. Because of all these reasons, the numbers declined by 50 per day. Now we have to find the day in which there would be no patients in the OPD. So here it is given on the first day there were 1,000 patients. So if we take the first day as A1, then on the first day there were 1,000 patients. Then because of the efforts of doctors, healthcare warriors and precautions taken by general public, the numbers declined by 50 per day. So it means the common difference is minus 50. So it means the numbers declined by 50 means on the first day there were 1,000 patients, then next day 950, like that it went on. Now we need to find the day in which the patients reduced to 0. That is, there were no patients at all in the OPD. So it means we need to find the value of n for which an is equal to 0. So this is very easy. We know how to find an. An is calculated as a1 plus n minus 1 into d. So 0 is equal to 1,000 plus n minus 1 into minus 50, or we have n minus 1 into minus 50 is equal to minus 1,000. So this is 20. So n minus 1 is 20, or n is equal to 21. So on the 21st day, we have no patients. Therefore, the required answer is 21st day. So on the 21st day, there will be 0 patients. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.